We're the Dallas Songwriters Association. We're a bunch of songwriters who you may not ever heard of us, but we've got some songs out there on Spotify, Apple Music, all those different places where you have streaming music. And we're an organization that's been around since the 80s. And we'll change songwriters here in just a little bit, make a switcheroo. But I'm Rickey Gene Wright. You can look me up on Spotify and all those different places. And I'm their host for Dallas Songwriters in the Round Songwriter Series. Well, I was playing at a wine bar here probably 12 years ago. And after I got through singing, this lady came up to me and said, "I sure would like you to come out to our winery and sing." I said, "Sure. When and where?" "Well, it's in Taos, New Mexico. And we have an opening in the wintertime." Now I know why they had an opening in the wintertime. Because you had to drive in the winter mountains where it might even snow. So imagination went wild after we got up there, and I wrote this song while we were up there. It's called Going Back to Texas. My guitar ringing in the mountains never made a sweeter sound, and her voice sounded like an angel echoing all around. And that look on her face when the snow started coming down, 'cause she knew we were stranded there in that mountain town. Going back to Texas, back where it all began. Going back to Texas was always in our plan. But the snow kept falling and the mountain pass was closed. Going back to Texas, but the snow was saying no. We made some friends in Taos, but the road was getting old, and our souls were back in Dallas, and those mountains were so cold. There was a blue norther blowing all the way down to the plains, and we prayed our money would last and the snow would turn to rain. Going back to Texas, back where it all began. Going back to Texas was always in our plan, but the snow kept falling and the mountain pass was closed. Going back to Texas, but the snow was saying no. Going back to Texas, back where it all began, going back to Texas was always in our plan. But the snow kept falling and the mountain pass was closed. Going back to Texas, but the snow was saying no, no, no. Going back to Texas, but the snow was saying no. Well, I can warm up. Tell us your name, your rank, and your serial number.
Okay.
You might even hear a story or two about how these songs came about.
All right, my name is Kendall Yancey. Let's see. This song is called Living by Moonlight. Something seems different. Something seems to have changed. It's the same old me. I guess I'm in a different phase. Living by moonlight, dreaming by desire, dreaming by desire. Freedom comes and freedom goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. I can hear your heart beating like a big bass drum. I can hear your mind thinking 1 + 1 + 1. Living by moonlight, dreaming by desire, dreaming by desire. Freedom comes and freedom goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Where it stops, nobody knows. Freedom comes and freedom goes. Something seems different. Something seems to have changed. It's the same old me. I guess I'm in a different phase. Living by moonlight, dreaming by desire, dreaming by desire. Freedom comes and freedom goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Living by moonlight.
All right.
Thanks.
Me? My name's Harry. That usually doesn't get any applause, but my name's Harry. And the name of this song is Tahoka Daisy, and I got that idea, I guess, from I met a girl one time. Her name was Daisy, and she was from Tahoka, Texas. And just so happens a little flower called the Tahoka Daisy was discovered growing there in the late 1800s. And anyway, everything kind of went together, and I wrote a song about it. It goes like this. I met that little yellow rose way down in Texas, don't you know? But Rosie never did a thing for me. 'Cause Texas has another flower. I think about her every hour. Her beauty's fresher than the morning breeze. So take me up just south of Lubbock to that place where we both grew up. She's the prettiest flower I've ever seen. I'm talking about Tohoka Daisy. She's the one who drives me crazy. Tohoka Daisy, you're the gal for me. Tohoka Daisy, I love you. Tohoka Daisy, I'll be true. And like that little blossom of purple and gold, I know our love will always grow. Tohoka Daisy, you're so sweet. You've got me on my knees. Tohoka Daisy, you're the lady, and will you marry me? I said I met that little yellow rose, blue bonnet with her turned up nose. They didn't do a thing for me. 'Cause Texas has another flower. I think about her every hour and all the ways that she knows how to please. So drop me off just south of Lubbock. All my exes you can call up. She's the prettiest flower I've ever seen. I'm talking about Tohoka Daisy. She's the one who drives me crazy. Tohoka Daisy, you're the gal for me. Tohoka Daisy, you're the lady. Will you marry me? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
When I was in the recording studio, I was lacking a few songs to make the album complete. So the producer that was in there with me, he said, you need to write a song that all the women will like. So I thought about it for a little bit, and we took a break, and I wrote this song pretty quick because the dollar bills were rolling there in the recording studio. But I came up with this idea that there's nothing better in the world than a woman's smile. I've stood on a mountaintop, saw horizons so wide. I've cast my eyes upon the sea with no land in sight. I've seen a western sunset, still the beauty in the sky. Well, nothing ever quite compares to a woman's smile. I've seen a hurricane push the ocean aside. I've seen fire on the mountain burn everything in sight. I've seen the ground open up and creatures run for their lives. But Nothing ever quite compares to a woman's smile. There's something in this world that will never leave your mind. It will outlast the years that pass and the miles left behind. It's forever carved in stone in those memories so fine. 'Cause nothing ever quite compares to a woman's smile. I've seen a hurricane push the ocean aside. I've seen fire on the mountain burn everything inside. I've seen the ground open up and creatures run for their lives, but nothing ever quite compares to a woman's smile. There's something in this world that will never leave your mind. Will outlast the years that pass and the miles left behind. It's forever carved in stone, those memories so fine. There's nothing ever quite compares to a woman's smile. It's forever carved in stone, and those memories so fine. There's nothing ever quite compares to a woman's smile. Thank you very much.
This one's called Sanctuary. No one can help me, and I don't see an open road. I need sanctuary, just trying to get home. Will you be my sanctuary? Will you be mine? Will you be my sanctuary? With you by my side, I'm feeling fine, and I think we're gonna make it. No one can help me, and I don't see an open road. I just need sanctuary. I'm trying to get home. Will you be my sanctuary? Will you be mine? Will you be my sanctuary? With you by my side, I'm feeling fine. I know we can make it. I know we can make it. I know we can make it. side, I'm feeling fine. I know we can make it. Let's go. And I don't see an open road. I need sanctuary. Just trying to get home. Trying to get home. With you by my side, I'm feeling fine. I know we can make it. I know we can make it.
All right.
Amazing, Kendall. That really sounded great. Just imagine how good that'd sound if you had all the strings on your guitar. He did that with half the strings on that guitar. It's supposed to.
They're invisible, Harry.
Yeah,
They're just invisible.
it's amazing. Amazing. Okay. I wrote this song not for my wife, but because of my wife. Call it, what do I call it? Can't even think of the name of it now. Maybe I'll figure it out when I get to the end of the song. Walking with my honey in North Park Mall. She's just a little thing, so I'll keep my steps small. Pretty soon I knew I was in the wrong gear. She was way up yonder, she was heading for Sears. 2-speed, woman blue. Well, last night she said, I need a slow hand. I said, hello, darling, I'm your man. Well, every feller knows how this story ended. As soon as I was done, she was just beginning. 2-speed, woman blues. She's too slow, too fast. I can't keep up, she's stepping on the gas. Too slow, too fast. When she hits the brakes and comes in last. 2-speed, woman blues. She's too slow, too fast. I can't keep up, she's stepping on the gas. Too slow, too fast. Then she hits the brakes and comes in last. 2-speed, woman blues. Well, where we go from here is anybody's guess. I say no, she says yes. I say yes, she says no. I guess that's just how true love goes. 2-speed, woman blues. She's too slow, too fast. I can't keep up, she's stepping on the gas. Too slow, too fast. When she hits the brakes and comes in last. 2-speed, woman blues. 2-speed, woman blues. 2-speed, woman blues. There it goes.
And that was the famous, infamous Mr. Character himself, Harry Hewlett. Well, I have to say that my father used to give me advice along the way. I didn't always take that advice, but a few times his advice kept me from going off the deep end, I think. He'd always tell me, you know, just because everybody else is doing it, That don't mean you have to be stupid too. He said, Rickey Jean, life is hard enough. Don't make it any harder. So here's some advice from my old man. I still hear it today. Yes, it's true. We'll all have regrets. Even for the ones we try to forget. Some mistakes in life you don't want to make, they will follow you around like a rattlesnake. Life is hard enough without you going down a road that ain't nothing but rough. Drawing to an inside straight is always tough. Just remember, life is hard enough. Some days are long, some days are longer. Just because something don't kill you won't make you stronger. Some roads you take ought to be named heartbreak. Some memories will haunt you to your dying day. Life is hard enough without you going down a road that ain't nothing but rough. Drawing to an inside straight is always tough. Just remember, life is hard enough. Old lovers often wish they had stuck it out. And old drunks always dream about another round. Old smokers are just hoping for another breath. Old preachers will tell you to be scared to death. Life is hard enough without you going down a road that ain't nothing but rough. Drawing to an inside straight is always tough. Just remember, life is hard enough. Just remember, life is hard enough. Just remember, life is hard enough. I've been asked by some young people before who are trying to get into the songwriting business, songwriting world. They've asked me several times, what is drawing to an inside straight always tough? What does that mean? I said, well, go study up about poker hands. And it's a card, poker cards. And inside straight is pretty tough, especially if you're playing draw poker. I didn't even think about that. People that are young, they don't know anything about poker for some reason.
Yeah. All right, another song about Texas. Well, I'm back in Texas, back where I belong. Didn't know if I could make it, a whole lot of praying going on. Well, I'm back in Texas, back where I belong. Didn't know if I could make it, a whole lot of praying going on. Well, I climbed down that mountain and I crossed that river wide. And I walked through that valley of shadow, and I cried in the canyon last night. Well, I'm back in Texas, back with my baby. Took me 5 days or more, a whole lot of praying going on. Well, I'm back in Texas, back where I belong. Didn't know if I could make it, a whole lot of praying going on. And I climbed down the mountain and I crossed that river wide. And I walked through the valley of shadow, and I cried in the canyon last night. And I climbed down that mountain and I crossed that river wide. And I walked through that valley of shadow, and I cried in the canyon last night. And I cried in the canyon last night.
All right.
All right. Well, this song is not about Texas. Got some guy here in Dallas, a preacher, who killed somebody and got thrown in jail, and Buck Morgan wrote a song about it. And I stole the song from Buck, rearranged it and changed a word or two. And he's in Oklahoma, so I'm gonna do his song called Jimmy Loved Jesus. But Jimmy loves trouble even more. Can you give me a little more volume on the guitar, please? Reverend Jimmy Weaver was a true believer, drank iced tea at the bar, gave praise to his Redeemer. He sat there with his guitar, which I longed for from afar. His eyes found mine like some kind of Christian radar. That guitar. Oh, and I forgot the words down. Jimmy loved to sing the gospel, lived to praise the Lord, kept a pistol in his pocket, the Bible in his beat up Ford. Jimmy loved Jesus, but Jimmy loved trouble even more. Now Jimmy was a wheeler, bailed out a sex dealer, took him to church to meet his blessed healer. He was a bondsman and a preacher. To his son, he was a teacher, and as far as the girl, he'd do anything to reach her. She had troubles she couldn't outrun, doings that needed undone. She needed him now. Jimmy came and brought his gun. Jimmy loved to sing the gospel. He lived to praise the Lord. Kept a pistol in his pocket, a Bible in his beat up Ford. Jimmy loved Jesus, but Jimmy loved trouble even more. Now Jimmy was disappointed when he learned he was the target. Squeeze the trigger, forgive and never forget. Squeezing that trigger is something he'll never forget. It's too late for mourning. He gives his blessings to the warden, and in his hands he holds the Bible, not the good book you and I know. Jimmy loved Jesus, and Jimmy loved trouble. Jimmy loved to sing the gospel. He lived to praise the Lord. Kept a pistol in his pocket, a Bible in his beat up Ford. Jimmy loved Jesus, but Jimmy loved trouble even more. Jimmy loved Jesus, but Jimmy loved trouble even more. Jimmy loved Jesus, but Jimmy loved trouble even more.
All right.
Jimmy loved Jesus.
Well, you know, I usually tell you a little story behind the songs that I write. So here I was, an adult walking around in a cemetery over in southeast Texas, cemetery where my grandparents were buried on my father's side of the family, and I ran across several military graves from the Civil War, and I noticed that one of those graves had the same last name that I had. I got to researching and looking in Ancestry.com and different places, and figured out that that was my great-great-grandfather who fought in the Civil War, and he was in the Southern Cavalry, and he had a horse and a rifle. So does his two brothers. So he was in one of those kind of like the Cantrell Raiders. And the people that were in the cavalry survived the Civil War a lot better than people who were in the infantry. So those three brothers survived, and they came back home, settled there in East Texas, around Lufkin, Texas. I even found a history book that talked about that cavalry from East Texas, and how a Yankee general told all of his troops when they found out that it was that cavalry from Texas, he would holler out to pass the word along. Look out, Yankees, here they come. Volunteers from Texas, mostly kinfolks and friends. They're riding to Virginia, if that's what it takes to win. They grew up riding horses through the East Texas pines. Shoot from the saddle was a way of life. These weren't no rich folks, but they knew how to fight. Some call them devils, ghost riders in the night. It was hard to get a shot off when they came charging in, with their guns all ablazing and the sun is their friend. Look out, Yankees, here they come. They ride like devils out of the morning sun. Keep your head down, these are the ones. These riders from Texas can shoot on the run. No one ever saw them ever fall in a fight. If they were ever shot, they never did die. When the sun came up, it was shining in our eyes. To see those riders coming was a scary sight. Look out, Yankees, here they come. They ride like devils out of the morning sun. Keep your head down, these are the ones. These riders from Texas can shoot on the run. Look out, Yankees, here they come. They ride like devils out of the morning sun. Keep your head down, these are the ones. These riders from Texas can shoot on the run. These riders from Texas can shoot on the run. Look out, Yankees, here they come. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
All right. All right, this one's called Miles to Go. I got miles to go, I got mountains to climb. My body's tired, but I'm feeling fine. I had a hard year and I had a hard week. I left a good job in the Chesapeake, and I'm just chasing the moon. Something I always wanted to do. Something I always wanted to do. Well, I drove up to Yellowstone, I saw the sun through the springs, and then I went to Colorado, I rode a train through the aspen trees, and I had a hard year, and I had a hard week. I left a job in the Chesapeake, and I'm just chasing the moon. Something I always wanted to do. Always wanted to do. I was down and out, I was confused. I was saved by mountains. I was down and out, I was confused. I was saved by mountains. Well, I drove down to Big Bend, and I walked across the Rio Grande, and I climbed up a mountain, and I looked out over the land. And I had a hard year, I had a hard week. I left a job in the Chesapeake. I'm just chasing the moon. Something I always wanted to do. Always wanted to do. I got miles to go, I got mountains to climb. My body's tired, but I'm feeling fine. And I'm just chasing the moon. I'm just chasing the moon. Always wanted to do. Got miles to go. I got miles to go.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, Rickey Jean, on my daddy's side of the family, I know I had two great grandfathers that fought in the Civil War. One was for the North and one was for the South. But the one from the South was down around in the Stephenville area, and he was a quartermaster for the Texas Rangers, or what they call the Texas Rangers. And the Texas Rangers, off and on, was part of the military, and back then he was in the military. But I think they made him a quartermaster because he must have been a pansy or something. They didn't hire him for fighting. He hauled freight, and he would haul gold. He would hide it in his wagon and carry it and all that kind of stuff. And this song has nothing to do with him. But you reminded me of a news article I read. It's been a few years back, but they found Frank James's saddlebag in a cave around in the San Angelo area. The James brothers, after the war, would come to Texas to escape the law and all that kind of stuff, and they owned land in Texas. And I've got a song about Jesse James. I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. You know, every little boy wanted to be kin to Jesse there for a long time. When they killed him, no one believed that he was really dead. So they had Jesse Jameses from every state of the Union, you know, people claiming to be. But then they finally discovered the real Jesse James buried up there in Kearney, Missouri. Upset a lot of people. And if I can remember this song, of course, that doesn't bother me anymore, forgetting words. Maybe I'll remember some of it. Jesse James changed his name. He was buried in Texas. And we're distant cousins. I once heard my grandpa say, with boyish pride, I told my friends how Jesse's blood runs through my veins. Now those show me folks say, Harry, there ain't no way. I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. Those white coats with their microscopes have dug him up for sure. There can't be no denying his DNA ain't lying. I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. Now some things are best left undiscovered, like buried treasure and like proof there ain't no God. Pluto ain't no planet, and like why Michael looks like Janet, and why that cute girl won't answer when I knock. I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. We've lost another hero. He's walking out the door. Can't blame those folks for trying, or fools like me for crying. I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. From now on, if there's one chance in a million, I could be right, even if I'm wrong. Let me believe what it is I believe in, that wiser men live well enough alone. I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. My whole world is changing like it never has before. So Lord, don't let nobody dig up any more of my grandpa's distant cousins, like Buffalo Bill Cody. Or was it Truman Capote? 'Cause I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. Jesse James, rest in peace. You know, we had a senator from Texas, Senator Hightower, I think, that had been related to Jesse for years and years and years. Whoever they thought was Jesse James, his relative, had the bullet holes and the paperwork to prove that he was Jesse James. But then they dug the real Jesse James up and matched the DNA with some known descendants, and Hightower was very upset. That's all that story. Thanks. Thank you very much.
Well, back in the 80s, I was making the country Opry shows around Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana. And I got hired in as a full-time band member at the Mesquite Opry out of Mesquite, Texas for a couple of years. And there was a guy there that kept telling me that Jesse James and his brother would come out to Mesquite, Texas, and there was a farmhouse out there that they built a steeple on top of it like a church for someone to get up there and be a lookout, but everybody in Texas really considered them a hero, so they just kind of got off the road and they would come to Texas. That house, I went out there to look at it. It was out on Old Kearney Road, and it may not be there anymore because that was back in the 80s. But you don't go out to a place like that and not write a song about it, you know what I mean? So I went to do a little research about Frank and Jesse James, and a lot of historians say that it wasn't their fault that they turned out to be outlaws. They just kept doing what they were doing during the Civil War. And this one's called Frank and Jesse James. Just two boys coming back from the war, rebel brothers who didn't know what lay in store, with no farms or jobs to come back to. They just roamed the hills searching for something to do. Just two boys with guns in their hands. Just two boys who'd learned to shoot like men. They shot some Yankees and they robbed a few trains. 8 of them, it was all the same. Frank and Jesse James, Frank and Jesse James, it was all the same. Frank and Jesse James. It was a time when the North and South took sides. It was a time when right and wrong was a blurry line. Blood was shed, both sides paid a price. When they lived through it all, they saddled up for a ride. Just two boys with guns in their hands. Just two boys who'd learned to shoot like men. They shot some Yankees and they robbed a few trains. 8 of them, it was all the same. Frank and Jesse James, Frank and Jesse James, it was all the same to Frank and Jesse James. Just two boys who had guns in their hands. Just two boys who'd learned to shoot like men. They shot some Yankees and they robbed a few trains. 8 of them, it was all the same to Frank and Jesse James. Frank and Jesse James, it was all the same to Frank and Jesse James, to Frank and Jesse James, to Frank and Jesse James. It was all the same, to Frank and Jesse James, to Frank and Jesse James, to Frank and Jesse James. It was all the same, to Frank and Jesse James. Thank you very much.
Those two got around, didn't they? Said those two got around. They traveled.
We got 1, 2, 3. We can go to 10. So if you want to do a couple more, you don't have to.
Another song?
Yeah.
Let's see, what am I gonna do? Oh, yeah.
Time has a way getting away. Yes, it does, it does, it does. Life has a way, it will show you everything. Yes, it does, it does, it does. I hope that you find what you're looking for. I hope you find what you need. Love has a way healing all our pain. Yes, it does, it does, it does. Prayer has a way saving our soul. Yes, it does, it does, it does. I hope that you find what you're looking for. Hope you find what you believe. Time has a way of getting away. Yes, it does, it does, it does. Time has a way.
All right.
I say let these other guys get up here. 9 o'clock. 8
Well,
o'clock.
we can go to 10 tonight if we want to.
Oh, well, I'll do one more then,
All right.
and they can go to 10.
They close at 11.
They can go to 11. All right. How we doing? I get this way.
Do what? Okay. All right.
If you think you're ever gonna need me. Oh, wait a minute, I need to do this up a step. I'm like Ellen, my voice got higher as I got old. Must have something to do with hormones, right? You think you're ever gonna want me? If you think you're ever gonna need me? If you think you'll ever think about me? If you think you'll ever wanna make love to me? If you think you're ever gonna miss me? If you think your world could end without me? If you think you're gonna love me now. Love me now. Love me now, love me now. My mind said, we'll never have her. My heart said, but I can wait forever. And I said, we're gonna give her one last chance. If you think you're ever gonna want me, if you think you're ever gonna need me, ever think about me, if you think you'll ever wanna make love to me, if you think you're ever gonna miss me, if you think your world could end without me, if you think you're gonna love me now. Love me now. Love me now. Love me now. My mind said, we'll never have her. My heart said, but I can wait forever. And I said, we're gonna give her one last chance. If you think you're ever gonna want me, if you think you're ever gonna need me, if you think you'll ever think about me, if you think you'll ever wanna make love to me, if you think you're ever gonna miss me, if you think your world would end without me, if you think you're gonna love me now. 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 Love me now.
All right. So we are the Dallas Songwriters Association. We show up here, not all the same people every single time, but I hosted out for them, Rickey Jean Wright, and it was Harry, Kendall, and you like any of these guys' music, you can hit them up, and they probably have some place you can go and find their music online somewhere.
For free.
All right, we're going to make a switch here. We need two more.
Yeah, you get the last minute song.
Now for the A team. All right.
We're not Canadian.
You're the A team.
Oh, I don't really care.
Doesn't make any difference at all to me.
Guess I'll just establish myself here.
Okay.
And I like the sound. Yeah.
Yeah, I can accommodate you on that.
Yeah.
I came out here. You know what happened? We had a big dinner. Lay on the couch. Nap till about 7:30. I woke up. Hot outside. Traffic, parking. Decided to not on the couch. Thought I'd get home.
You plugged in down there?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, I'm plugged in.
Okay.
Now, like I was saying on that post on this music, it's one of those nights, I did 3 songs, the first 2 I felt like, you know, let's find the right it might have been early there. Johnny's home. You know, we hadn't seen him like that. So I was looking at our picture page and I scrolled down. Last time we posted it, every year for his birthday, people would have it. Well, this year on March 1st, great grand. Got on there and said, he was
One, two.
You got guitar down there on the end? You got guitar on the end? You got guitar? We're all good. Remember, we are the Dallas Songwriters Association. And we're here once a month on the first Thursday of every month. My name is Rickey Gene Wright. I'm the host. I think I'm the host because I have a big voice and I can corral the crew. I'm gonna switch from a little country to a little folk music here. You can find my website at americanasinger-songwriter.com. Some people claim that I'm a bluegrass musician. Some claim that I'm a country musician. And there was a FM station up in Chicago that played some songs off of my first album because they thought I was a folk musician, singer. So I just decided I'm Americana, kind of a little bit of all of it. Back in 2020, we had that thing called the pandemic. And I learned a big lesson. I learned that I just accidentally called somebody, not realizing that they were depressed and they really needed to talk to somebody. We talked for a long time. This person said, Rickey Gene, thank you so much for calling me today. The sound of your voice made my day. It's so good to talk again. Yes, it's been way too long, my friend. Thoughts of you sometimes dance through my mind. Well, I'll confess it happens all the time. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day. Long time no see, feels like forever. You're going your way and I'm going mine. The times between get longer, it seems. There's no one to blame and no fault to find. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day. Thank you very much.
Oh boy. We are Dallas Songwriters Association. This is Rickey Jean Wright on my left, who is hosting us. And I was pretty sure I had this perfectly tuned, but you always want to make absolutely certain about these things. I have my guitar out so it acclimates to the room. Okay. Okay. And okay. Okay, Rickey G. Keith, you and I are in the same line. All right. I've heard it before. You know it. You know it. It's C. B. C. C. C is in Charlie. Charlie. Oh, I know what's wrong. All right. The chorus hook came to me in a dream. The rest of the song was hammered out over a period of years. Since you've been gone, I've been missing you so. I can't go on, nowhere to go. I can't be strong, can't be alone. Been loving you so long, and now I'm on my own. Bop, 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 bida. Why don't you come back home? Can't bear to be alone. Bop, 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 bida. I've been losing my mind. Curled up in bed in the afternoon, covers over my head, gotta get up soon. I can't be strong, can't even answer my phone. Been loving you so long, and now I'm on my own. Bop, 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 bida. Why don't you come back home? No, I can't say, you know it's true. No, I can't stay, but I can't go. My skies are gray, can't face my day. I need you so. Bop, 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 biter. Why don't you come back home? Been loving you so long, can't bear it alone. Bop, 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 biter. I've been losing my mind. You're simply the best one a man could ever find. Since you've been gone, I've been missing you so. I simply can't go on, nowhere to go. Since you've been gone, I've been losing my mind. You're simply the best one a man could ever find. Bop, 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 biter. I've been losing my mind. Bop, 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 biter. I've been messing you up. Bop, 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 biter. I've been missing you so. I simply can't go on, nowhere to go. I simply can't go on, nowhere to go. I simply can't go on, nowhere to go.
Yeah. Kendall.
My question before I lose, am I too loud? Are we too loud? Anybody paying attention to us at all? No? Okay.
You're okay. I turned them, just as long as we're not too loud. I figured I was too loud. Okay. I turned it down a little bit.
Hey, Ricky Jean, my battery is showing low. I need to unplug for a second.
Okay.
Just buzzing out? No, it's flashing L on the display. I'll throw it away. Okay, let's see if I'm plugged back in. There we go. I was getting a flashing L on the screen, which means either the battery was low or I was losing. Sandy Bernardi is a backyard bard. He slips in the first when times get hard. He's gotta make amends with those he offends. His rapier words say just what he intends to do. Well, he had him a wife, she was always causing strife, bound to end up in prison for the rest of her life. She had more than one name, her favorite was Jane. She cried all the time because she's going insane, boo-hoo. Now I once knew them both and they scared me so. I look for them in the alleys everywhere I go. One day Jane went wild, went to Sandy and smiled. Said, guess what, love? Gonna have us a child. But Sandy got mad, didn't want to be a dad. Said, I'm leaving you, woman. That's all that he had to say. So Sandy went to town, he's gonna mess around. Jane found out, she went and tracked him down. She pulled out a gun and said, I'm ending your fun. gonna send you to hell. You'll never see your son no way. I saw her pull the trigger and I watched him fall. The cops grabbed Jane and they threw her up against the wall. Took Sandy to the dock, he was just down the block. Pulled the slug from his shoulder while Sandy took stock of his own careless ways and the way he spent his days. The way he treated Jane left him hanging in a haze again. They took Jane to jail, but Sandy paid her bail. Only got probation because the prosecutor failed. Much to his surprise, the jury realized they were both victims of the way their lives were lived. Now I heard Sandy say she's my heart's delight. Sandy and Jane stay at home with their son every night. Yeah, they turned out all right. They turned out all right. Turned out all right now.
All right. So on the very So on that first album that I released, the first of 5 albums, I got a surprise. Actually, it was 2 surprises. This next song got some play over in Europe. Come to find out, they like songs that mention Texas over in Europe, because they think everybody wears cowboy boots and has a cowboy hat. Mineral rights are an oil well, and just because that's true, but everybody in Europe thinks that when you say Texas, they love it. So I learned a lesson, and I had to write some more songs about Texas. The second surprise I got was that when that album came out, Roger Miller's son, Mr. Dennis Miller, called me and said he'd like to work with me and be my promoter, but I'd have to move to Nashville. And I said, well, there's a problem right there. I'm not leaving Texas. Driving down a 2-lane road in Texas, as the full moon lights up the night, it takes me back to another day, takes me back to another time when you looked at me and gave me a smile. There's nothing like the love of a Texas girl. It can move a mountain and change a river's course. There's nothing like the love of a Texas girl. There is nothing like it in the whole wide world. If you go to Austin or to San Antonio, you might as well just call it home. And if you go to Dallas or travel to that Fort Worth town, get ready, son, 'cause you're about to settle down. There is nothing like the love of a Texas girl. It can move a mountain and change a river's course. There is nothing like the love of a Texas girl. There is nothing like it in the whole wide world. Rumor is the prettiest girls are in Texas. That's no brag, that's just a fact. And if you're here from another place and a pretty smile seals your fate, send word back home that you can't come back. There's nothing like the love of a Texas girl. It can move a mountain and change a river's course. There's nothing like the love of a Texas girl. There is nothing like it in the whole wide world. There is nothing like it in the whole wide world. Get yourself a Texas girl. Thank you very much.
This next song is upbeat, but don't listen to the lyrics. Due to the circumstances, I've decided to change the channel. It's another long, sad story about the little girl dressed in flannel. She didn't understand what her daddy had meant, how he told her her older sister had been heaven sent. I don't understand all the workings of man, but I know what I am and what I am is a man. She didn't understand all the things that went down. I didn't either, but I knew that I wouldn't be around. Told me all the secrets they shared. I never asked him, no, I never did. I don't understand all the workings of man, but I know what I am and what I am is a man. And that was that. I never saw the little girl again, and the woman she left behind. I sought to find her core, but I never did find. I don't understand all the workings of man, but I know what I am and what I am is a man. We didn't talk about it much after that. She eventually changed her job and that was that. I never saw the little girl again and the woman she left behind. I sought to find her core, but I never did find. I don't understand all the workings of man, but I know what I am and what I am.
I think that's Keith Dodson on the end.
I think that's
All right.
true.
Well, she stood there on the beach, her eyes were focused out to sea. She had something on her mind, wasn't sure if it was me. I asked her what was wrong, dear, she said don't know how to go. The horizon is hazy, there's so much we don't know. She said, babe, we gotta look toward our future. Gotta look beyond the distance we can see. I said the present's where we're at, can't be ignoring that. Instead of the horizon, wish she had her eyes on me. Well, how can you just stand there and not feel the same way? How will we get along then with our meager pay? Can we handle anger if we should disagree? Do we want to have children and how many should there be? She said, babe, we gotta look beyond our future. Gotta search beyond the distance we can see. I said the present's where we're at, we can't be ignoring that. Instead of the horizon, wish she had her eyes on me. Said, just like a shipwreck when abandoning your craft, don't let yourself sink down while you're searching for a raft. It's true we need to have our goals to guide us on the way. We gotta make it through the now to get to in that day. She said, babe, we gotta look toward our future. Gotta search beyond the distance we can see. I said the present's where we're at, we can't be ignoring that. Instead of the horizon, wish she had her eyes on me. Wish she had her eyes on me. Wish she had her eyes on me.
All right. Like I said, we are the Dallas Songwriters Association. We're just a group of songwriters that get together and sing each other our songs and get some ideas about other songs. But this nonprofit organization has been around since the 80s, I think. This particular song is a song from, I think this is the first single that I released in between the first and second album. This takes place in old Galveston, Texas in the late 1800s. It's about a mysterious, successful businesswoman in old Galveston. It's called Island Red. She was a red-headed German girl, abandoned by a rich businessman on the streets of old Galveston. She came over on an ocean liner. No one ever looked any finer. Who walked the streets of old Galveston? Island Red, she was a beauty, they all said. Island Red, she always turned their She called herself Island Red. They just called her beautiful, that good-looking woman who walked the Strand. All the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone stopped to watch as she walked by. She always lived at the finest hotels. Far as anyone could tell, she never once ever ran out of money. She only did what she had to do to buy those fancy clothes and shoes, to keep those tears from her eyes so blue. Now she was full of mystery. One look at her could cause misery and fill your dreams with a woman with hair so red. Island Red, she was a beauty, they all said. Island Red, she always turned their heads. She called herself Island Red. They just called her beautiful, that good-looking woman who walked the Strand. All the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone stopped to watch as she walked by. All the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone stopped to watch as she walked by. Yeah, all the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone stopped to watch as she walked by. Thank you very much. And of course, being the Dallas Songwriters Association, we wrote all these here songs.
That's right. In the night when I can't see, there's a light that shines for me. Oh yeah, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Oh, it's going to be alright. I don't know how our future goes, the way that you love. It's it's going to be alright. I need is peace of mind. Yes, that's all I need to find. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Oh, it's going to be alright. Oh, it's going to be alright. Oh, it's going to be alright.
All right, Alan Larson.
Thank you.
That's Bill. All right.
You ever been up? You ever been down? Have you ever had to choose between the two? Well, I made a choice when I walked away. Guess you could say that I chose me over you. Sometimes the pain was all I feel, but it showed me just what was real. The good ain't gone. Some days it rained, some days it shone. Either there, you were still there on my mind. While this man was lost and wasting away, it was me that you were choosing all the time. Sometimes the rain was all I feel, but it showed me just what was real. That good ain't gone. Together again, well, this time for keeps. I'll never forget that I almost threw it away. Too precious to lose, so precious to have. Your love is the glue that keeps me here to stay. Well, sometimes the pain was all I'd feel, but your love showed me just what was real. Good ain't gone. Good ain't gone. Good ain't gone. Good ain't gone.
All right. Sometimes a songwriter will write a song because he hears somebody say something, and so you got to be careful what you say around a songwriter. I heard someone say one time that, man, that person's so unlucky in love. They're walking around in love's lonesome shoes. So I said, okay, I think I can write a song about that. Love's lonesome shoes. I've heard it said we all have someone. True love is out there somewhere, but our hearts live with the doubts as we wonder, how will it all turn out? When the love you're in is not the one you love, and your heart holds on after giving up. Your heart asks, why does love have such pain? It gets hard to tell, is this love or hate? Just like a stranger who's always passing through, just like a prisoner who's falsely accused. It's not a road anyone would choose, walking in love's lonesome shoes. Many, many times when a good love dies, someone is left with all that time to cry, leaving a heart so broken inside, scared to love again, never willing to try, just like a stranger who's always passing through, just like a prisoner who's falsely accused. It's not a road anyone would choose, walking in love's lonesome shoes. It's not a road anyone would choose, walking in love's lonesome shoe. Walking in love's lonesome shoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Summertime gave way to fall, then summertime was gone. But summertime is winter seasons in my life are wasted times I've wandered. Feels like every fall now I look back and think of you. It's summertime is I've been told to count my days and we've been taught to count the calls. Feels like every fall now I look back on what I've lost. But summertime is
All right.
This is the first song I ever wrote on my own. When I started my songwriter journey, I wanted to bare my soul and reach out to the human condition. So I wrote a song about barbecue. All around this great big world, we all love barbecue. In every land a different style, let's just name a few. Now the Germans grill their bratwurst, Virginians smoke their ham. In Canada they roast wild game, while Greeks kebab their lamb. A shrimp on the Barbie in the land down under. And here in Texas brisket just fills our hearts with wonder. But in the District of Columbia, prepare your knife and fork, 'cause in our nation's capital, they specialize in pork. Well, let's all go down to the DC joint, where the Congress Congress gathering, and pork is the point. A tasty little tidbit couldn't get much nearer. The secret of the flavors in the smoke and mirrors. The elephants love it, the donkeys too. Yeah, they all want a great big piece of pork to chew. And when the Washingtonians enjoy their barbecue, pork is the point. Now a gentleman from Ohio wants to build a dam. He grabs a great big pork chop and he shares with Senator Sam. A rep from Alaska needs a new bridge. It's just a little pork loin she pulls out of the bridge. And a senator wants a stadium in sunny Tennessee. Well, these short ribs have no backbone, and neither does he. Well, let's all go down to that DC joint where the Congress gathers and pork is a point. A tasty little tidbit couldn't get much near. The secret of the flavors in the smoke and mirrors. The elephants love it, the donkeys too. Yeah, they all want a great big piece of pork to chew. And when the Washingtonians enjoy their barbecue, pork is the point. Now this obsession with the pig must be some psychosis. All we can do is hope and pray they all get trichinosis. Well, let's all go down to the DC joint where the Congress gathers and pork is the point. A tasty little tidbit couldn't get much near. The secret of the flavors in the smoke and mirrors. The elephants love it, the donkeys too. Yeah, they all want a great big piece of pork to chew. And when the Washingtonians enjoy their barbecue, pork is the point. Yes, sir. Pork is the point. Let's save our bacon. Pork is the point.
All right. So we're the Dallas Songwriters Association, and I think we're going to make a switch one more time and get Mr. Alan Larson up here. All right?
You may grab something, hold something.
Just want to take that out of the way, stick it over there behind Kendall somewhere.
Is this your spot?
Oh, it doesn't matter. That one, and one about the traffic on I-35. We wrote those two songs. It's a great song.
Yeah, and
Hey, thanks for grabbing that battery for me. I looked down and it was flashing L.
battery's low.
Well, looks like you can stop.
Yeah, I bought some for the case. Then I was out and thought, why don't I get some batteries for the case? Open up, oh, I already got.
I guess you're on the next year right here.
As well.
Somebody made him a guitar.
You want a guitar? Here you go. How about this one?
Yeah, I also warranty my. I conveniently have a table Yeah, it's that toaster tag stuff. Looks like chewing gum.
Matches your outfit. Thing down there.
Yeah, maybe it is. A little bit That will work. Yes. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, so where am I?
The Dallas Songwriters Association. And we have Mr. Alan Larson up here now. He's going to share some songs.
Yes, oh, that's better. Okay. Almost ready.
Are your guitar plugged in?
Yes.
Okay, let me hear you.
Lord.
You sing two, I'll sing one, you sing two.
Okay. You want me to start or you can start?
You can start.
Okay.
Mr. Alan Larson.
All right. Thank you. I typically am here on Wednesday nights for the open mic, at which time I typically do a lot of cover songs, but I do have a bunch of originals, which I will be now doing. It's a whole new side of me. Try and tune here. Okay, I should be good. So first off is a song I wrote called Simple Man. voice calling me honey. I just want a roof that won't leak. I like to see snow on a mountain peak. Wanna get a good night's sleep. Find you left a message after the beep. Yeah, I am just a simple man with a handful of simple plans. I take you as you are, you take me as I am and what I am. It's a simple man. Well, I like to take trips to the Texas coast. Don't care much for people that boast. Don't get dressed up top dollar. It feels good enough when you fix my collar. Yeah, I am just a simple man with a handful of simple men. Take me as you are, you take me as I am and what I am. It's a simple man. Well, some days are sunny, some bring rain. Sometimes there's pleasure, but when there's pain, all my troubles vanish in a very short while. All it takes is your loving smile, 'cause I'm a simple man. That's easy to play. Folks who got something good to say, like a good in-between meal snack. I like it when you scratch my back. I am just a simple man with a handful of simple plans. I take you as you are, you take me as I am and what I am. Simple man. Mercedes Benz, don't have a lot of famous friends. Even better than a big pile of money is hearing your voice calling me honey.
Larson. In our last set here, we're going to change it up a little bit, and Alan will sing two, and I'll sing one. Alan will sing two, and I'll sing one, because y'all have heard me all night. So, 2 for 1.
Well, I got the magic harmonica on. Let's see. This is one of the first songs I ever wrote when I decided to try this songwriter thing. As it turned out, it worked out that it was all good, so to speak. I used to quit my job so I could lay in bed, working for the man. It's a way to get fed. But I took my time, drank another cup, stepping on the gas, red and blue lit up. Yeah, I've been down this road before. You think I'd know what's stay and what's go? enjoying every perk. Somebody was crying out. They said I copied all my work. But then I woke up, fell out of bed, dragged a oh wait a minute. Is that something the Beatles said? I've been down this road before. You'd think I'd learn to make what I earn. I've been down this road before. If I don't forget it, it's all good if I let it. Yeah. Sometimes I wish it's anywhere but here, selling bread and tomatoes that could change for beer. Then she walks up, tosses a good down. Man, she's over the top. Now I'm floating off the ground. Road before. Now it's all clear. This is why I'm here. Yeah, I've been down this road before. If I don't forget it, it's all good if I let it. So don't let me forget it. It's all good when I let it. Oh yeah.
Mr. Alan Larson.
Thanks to the choir or the chorus.
So we're going to do a little blues song here in E, and I believe you could probably jam with me there with a little lead guitar.
See what I can do.
I got out of tune there. Got way out of tune. How'd that happen?
I don't know. I don't get straight to short.
I haven't written too many blues songs, but here's one of them. Lord have mercy, I need some relief. Oh Lord have mercy, I need some relief. All this bad luck coming at me, about to knock me off my feet. Oh, I had a good woman, at least I thought she was. Oh, I had a good woman, at least I thought she was. But come to find out she was no better than I was. Oh Lord have mercy. I need some relief. Oh Lord, have mercy. I need some relief. All this bad luck coming at me, about to knock me off my feet. You want to pick a little Larry Blues at Eve?
See what I can do.
Oh, I had a good job about a year ago. Oh, I had a real good job about a year ago. They ran me off for being crazy. That's the way that it goes. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I need some relief. Oh Lord, have mercy. I need some relief. All this bad luck coming at me, about to knock me off my feet. Knock us off our feet here, son. Come on. Well, that repo man always knows where I am. Yeah, that repo man always knows where I am. You can't hide from the blues, you can't hide from a good repo man. Oh Lord, have mercy, I need some relief. Oh Lord, have mercy, I need some relief. All this bad luck coming at me, about to knock me off my feet. I'm gonna get my twin brother to come up here and sing. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Lord, have mercy, I need some relief. Oh Lord, have mercy, I need some relief. Oh, there's a bad luck coming at me, about to knock me off my feet. Oh, Lordy, have mercy, I need some relief. Oh, Lord, have mercy, I need some relief. All that bad luck coming at me, about to knock me off my feet. Play it, son. Oh Lord, have mercy, I need some relief. Oh Lord, have mercy, I need some relief. All this bad luck coming at me, about to knock me off my feet.
All right, well, for my next song, I'm going to do a tender love song I just recently wrote about a very special relationship. Well, I knew it from the start. It was love at first sight. When I looked into her eyes, I knew this was so right. Her soft touch and sweet voice, well, it pulled me right in. Now every night she comes to me. She's an animal in bed. When she lays down by my side, she likes to get a little wild. To her it comes so naturally. At the end of the day, when nighttime comes around, I gotta be ready, 'cause she's an animal in bed. When we first met, she'd been through some rough times. Her past was a mystery, but her spirit still shines. I knew I needed her, just like she needed me. Now when bedtime comes, well, the rest is history. She's an animal in bed. When she comes and lays down by my side, she likes to be a little wild. It comes to her so naturally. Time comes around, I gotta be ready, 'cause she's an animal in bed. She had camped outside my door for a week or more. Then she rubbed my legs, so I invited her in. She knew just what the kitchen was for and never wanted to go back outside again. She's been the sweetest little cat ever since. She's my animal in bed. When she lays down by my side, she's my favorite feline friend. Cat that's ever been. Meow. At the end of the day, when nighttime falls again, well, here she comes. Meow. I got an animal in bed. I got an animal in bed.
What's her name?
Maggie.
Maggie the cat.
It's a true story, basically. She jumps in the bed every night. Well, what else have I got?
No, thanks.
Is that your song?
Yeah, that's what led me to go.
Did you do that already?
Yeah. How about Crazy Cat? Key of A if you want to try to throw in some licks or I think that's key of let's do it in G. I can't remember it. Okay. So this is a song about a place I used to live, basically. Crazy town. That was then. This is now, though. I feel you walking down the street. I hear you breathing at my door. Now shadows are moving across the wall. It's ringing, don't answer the call. Starting to sweat from all this heat. Well, you had me taking out your trash, emptied my pockets of all my cash. You had me chasing all your ghosts. Think that's what I hated the most. Like a pack of mad dogs licking at my feet. But that's how we roll in crazy town. Sitting quietly in the dark, tapping our feet to a beat only we can hear. Well, we fight, we fight, we fight, we fight, claw our way to another dead end. But hey, everyone meet the girlfriend. That's how we roll in crazy town. It's a rough ride getting back on track. Jumped on a plane, you never look back. Sometimes it cuts just like a knife. Seeing you crawl on the floor like that, picking up all the pieces of your life. But that's how we roll in crazy town. But I don't think about you anymore. I stayed up all night long just to be sure. Not obsessed or anything.
All right, Mr. Alan Larson.
Tad more guitar.
You what? The guitar?
Yeah.
Well, there is no. That's not it. It's right here. It's these two.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's good.
So I had this person call me that I hadn't seen in, I don't know, 25, 30 years. And he was the drummer at the stage band there at Mesquite Opry back in the 80s when I was there. He said, man, I'll never forget that song you wrote. And I said, which song is that? Oh, he said, the best song you ever wrote. I said, tell me which one. He said, you know, that song about does everybody comb their hair like that in Nashville? I said, oh my goodness. I don't even know if I remember that song. I had to go find that song, and holy mackerel. He thought that was the best song I'd ever written. Well, I was over at a friend's house one hot summer night, sitting out in the back on the patio. We'd been picking and singing for a while when in walked a friend of a friend who just gave me the eye. I guess my beard and my shaggy hair kinda cramped his country style. He had rhinestones on his cowboy belt, silver on the toes of his boots. He had that look all over his face that said, where's your country roots? Well, I thought it was quite neighborly to start up a conversation. So I went and I spoke right out, and I asked him this simple question. Does everybody comb their hair like that in Nashville? Is this a rumor or a fact? Does everybody comb their hair like that in Nashville? Is this just a rumor or a stone cold fact? He talked all night how Willie and his long hair was strange. So I sang Red-Headed Stranger, blue eyes crying in the rain. Well, it looked like we were never ever going to get along. He'd get all excited and I'd sing another Willie Nelson song. So he suggested we step outside, settle this man to man. I said, we're in the backyard now. Did he have another plan? He just picked up all his gear and he left just in time. Right before I sing, roll me up and smoke me when I die. Does everyone comb their hair like that in Nashville? Is this a rumor or a fact? Does everyone comb their hair like that in Nashville? Is this a rumor or a stone cold fact? Two more, son.
What's a comb? What's a comb? Okay. This is my song. You got this. Some of these songs I'm doing are on these streaming services. And this is one of them. This is You Got This. You're welcome.
F sharp,
F sharp. Yeah.
not minor.
Not mine. Yeah, I put a cape on that way. Anyway. Trouble. Sometimes it can't help but come around. There'll be some kind of mess that's trying to tear us down. Sometimes I just want to get up and run as far as I can. But you know, you got this, baby. Always do. No worries now, girl. You'll come through. Not long ago, you said you had lost faith in yourself. You said you did not deserve any love from anyone else. But all I see now is your smiling face. The light comes shining through. But you know, you got this, baby. Yes, you do. No worries now, girl. You'll come through. Now we're heading down the road, hand in hand. City's lighting our way. With you, I got no worries about the dragons we'll have to slay. Yeah, but all I see now is your smiling face. Light comes shining through. But you know, you got this, baby. Yes, you do. No worries now, girl. You'll come through. You got this, babe. Always do. And you rock my world, girl. Always do.
All right.
Not so much of your liquor, I lost my place. There at the end.
All right. Well, let's see. We can do this one or that one. Let's do this winter song, I call it.
Do what?
My song called Winter.
Winner.
Winter. Not winter. Winter. won't fall, or you fumble the ball. And every swing you take is a miss. Seems like you can't buy a hit. I'm still giving you the nod, 'cause I watch you beat the odds. Need I remind you, I'm still behind you. No one outshines you. You're the only name that I need ever call. You're my winner take all. If your sky starts to fall, you don't feel nothing at all. Sometimes the dice don't roll right. It can happen on any given night. You stumble just standing in place. You get that twisted look on your face. I will remind you, if you're lost, I'll find you. No one outshines you. There ain't nobody who does it like you do. You're a winner through and through. On the street, how they're gonna make you feel the heat. But everything now is so sweet. Oh, you got them beat. I tell you straight up and sober, from the start I've been won over. Need I remind you, I'm right behind you. Outshines you. There ain't nobody who does it like you do. You're the only name that I need ever call. You're my winner in everything that you do, and that makes me one too.
So was that two?
Those two.
So we have a special guest with us here today, and he's fixing to have a birthday real soon, and I think for a special treat, I'm going to have him to come up here and sing a song that I wrote for his podcast, and he can come up here and sing it. How about it, Dave? So old Dave has a business podcast out there on Apple Music, you know, Spotify, all those different things. And he said one day, man, I really need a theme song for that podcast. I said, well, I'm a songwriter. Borrow your microphone?
Yeah.
Or that one over there, if you could hand it to us. Yeah.
Can you So this is the podcast you've talked about.
This is the song for the podcast.
You mentioned
And how many podcasts are there now? 120 something.
only 100.
Appreciate you. So let me see here.
Your mic's not on.
Test. There it is.
All right, let me see here. No, you can get up here. So he would always say during a business network meeting that the most valuable thing that we have in life is our time.
Yep.
And I thought, well, you know what? There's a song in there.
Priceless gift. Elon Musk can't buy yesterday. So it doesn't matter how much money you got.
I tune because I care.
Wish I had learned this truth many years ago. Be thankful for the days, good and bad, out on life's road. But the miles become the teacher, while the student learns real slow, traveling blind most of the time, wherever you go. It's not the getting there, it's a journey every day. It's not a race to see how many people know your name. One day you'll realize time was worth more than the gold. It's not the getting there. When you get there, you'll know. Funny how wisdom and youth are always two different games. The years go by so fast is a common human complaint. Memories in our mind turn to diamonds in our soul. And by the grace of God, down the road we go. It's not the get there, it's a journey every day. It's not a race to see how many people know your name. One day you'll realize time was worth more than the gold. It's not the getting there. When you get there, you'll know.
Mr. Dave Roberts.
Appreciate you.
Very nice.
It's not often that a songwriter gets to get the person you wrote the song for to come up and sing it. Thanks, Dave.
I'm like Harry. I'm having to spacing out the name of the song I was going to do. Okay, here it is. Okay. This is my fever dream song. I think I had the flu and I having weird dreams and kind of incorporated this into this song. Yet another, I do a lot of keybeat on it. Actually, it's kind of, I guess, more of a C sharp minor. Anyway, I Can't Breathe is the name of the song. It's just kind of weird in its own charming way, I guess. I can't breathe anymore. The air is thick with its shame, choked on dust and gasoline. Well, I can't think, I can't talk, I'm completely lost. I don't know what to do. Sword falls from a jagged cloud. Dream anymore. There's just too much noise. The crowd presses at my gate. Well, I can't sleep, I can't cry, I can't close my eyes. I've been made a fool, and the princess is on the move. My mind is an endless maze, gridlock, riddles and haze. Now everything turns to gray. I grasp, but it all slips away. And if I could escape from all of this for just one moment of bliss, anymore. The dog barks and the blackbird scatters. I'm in a crossfire where nothing matters. And you can't call, you don't write, you don't knock at my door at night anymore. And I can't sleep, I can't dream, I can't eat, I can't breathe anymore. All I can do is wait for this fever to break. Until then, I can't breathe anymore. I can't breathe.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, I went to a recording studio for the first time, really, when it was my songs. I've been to recording studios with other people, sang and played different instruments, but I went with the idea of making a record. I didn't realize that the person that owned that studio was actually the A&R director for a little record label, and I was really auditioning for the record label, but I didn't know it. He said, "I want you to sing me one of your really good songs, and let's see if we can work together." So I sang him, I guess, really the easiest song that I had ever written, because it really happened. I really went into a little cafe in East Texas, and it's a true story. Well, he liked the song, and he signed me to the little record label called Louisiana Hayride Records. And I got to release a couple of albums and some singles, but it was all because of this song. I'm glad he didn't tell me I was auditioning. One day I walked into a small town cafe. There sat an old man with a right friendly face. He said, "Pull up a chair, the coffee's mighty fine. Won't you join me while I'm waiting on my time?" He said there was a time when I could conquer the world. And there was a time when I turned the head of a pretty girl. There was a time when time was on my side, and the years of life had found a place to hide. Now I'm just sitting here waiting on my time, watching the people as they all go by. I know one day I'll kiss this all goodbye. Right now I'm just sitting here waiting on my time. He said there was a time when I'd laugh at a walking cane. There was a time when I'd run out and dance in the rain. I guess I have outlived all my spit and shine. Now I'm riding that train to the end of the line. Now I'm just sitting here waiting on my time, watching the people as they all go by. I know one day I'll kiss this all goodbye. Right now I'm just sitting here waiting on my time. I know one day I'll kiss this all goodbye. Right now I'm just sitting here waiting on my time. You ready to keep going, or you want to sing your last song?
I can go either way. What do you want to do? You ready to go?
No, I'm sure. Whatever you want to do. We got a crowd.
We got a crowd.
Yeah.
I'll do one more.
Okay.
Well, which one are we? Let me pick one out here. Let's do I like that.
What key?
D.
D?
D. 1.7. One of my weird ones. It's called One Day Soon. First you're up, then you're down. The carousel spins round and round. Your mind is a blur as the world goes passing by. Another thrill, nothing untried. The carnival is one long ride. But one day soon, you'll be sailing away. Now you're trapped. Is there escape? Bitter wind slaps you in the face. But one day soon, you'll be sailing away. One day soon, one day near, you'll be walking out of here. Yeah, one day soon, you'll be finding your way. A one-day trip, two-day turnaround. Now you're back on the same old ground. Just another lonely night in another town. You've been out here much too long. Now it's time to carry on. Yeah, one day soon, sailing away. You just know it. Soon, one day near, you'll be walking out of here. Yeah, one day soon. Always lost, seldom found, one foot in the underground. But one day soon, you'll be sailing away. Grab a hold, take a hand, get ready to make your stand. Yeah, one day soon, you'll be sailing away. Yeah, one day soon, you'll be sailing away. Yeah, one day. One day soon.
I just thought of something. I'm gonna sing one more before you sing that last one.
Oh, okay.
I see some young people in here, and
What? I'm not.
I want to sing y'all a song, and I want to. It's going to be a love song.
Does it involve an animal?
I just want to tell y'all that dreams can come true. In fact, love and lifelong love can really happen. I know we live in this world where it doesn't seem like that. But there's actually a lady sitting at the end of this table right here who was 15 years old when she moved on my street. And after 2 years, we got her dad to sign for her to get married because she was not old enough. And her dad told me that I got to pay for the prom dress and the senior album and all that stuff because she had one more year of high school left. People said, "Oh my gosh, y'all never going to make it. Y'all are just too young." In actuality, this month we celebrated 50 years of marriage. So I just want to wish a lifelong love for all you guys, just like we've had. You can find this song out there on Spotify, Apple Music, called "In That Blue Collar Town." His dad was a welder who never finished school. He started out sweeping the floors till he could use the tools. Her dad was a printer who worked a double shift. They were both hard-working men just trying to feed their kids. She was just 15 when they moved down the street. He was an older boy, it was fate they would meet. He gave her his ring on that New Year's Eve, down at the church singing on Morning Glory Street, in that blue collar town, in that blue collar town, working for wages and for the love they found, in that blue collar town. They got married young. She was only 17. He got a hard hat job with a paycheck every week. Nothing much was said. They weren't the talk of town. That's how it was done when true love was found, in that blue collar town, in that blue collar town. Working for wages and for the love they found, in that blue collar town. Working for wages and for the love they found, in that blue collar town. In that blue collar town. Now we have a real special song. We sort of say this is our Dallas Songwriters Association closing song, and we try to do it every time we can.
Okay, I have a couple of versions of this song. One is for
Do the long one.
the long one. Well, neither one is long, but this is a. I have a version for open mic, since this is not really an open mic, and since closing time is coming up in about an hour. You know, you can be playing a gig and you want to keep going, but the manager's saying, you know, time to cut it out. So this is for that occasion. I got 1 minute left for one more song. The manager says this tune can't be too long. I'd like to play another hour more, but they're starting to sweep up and show folks the door. Now there's half a minute left to try and persuade y'all to tip the wait staff and the musicians who have played. Buy your girl a CD and a t-shirt, that'll impress her. We got beer koozies she'll always treasure, but oh man, it's too late now, 'cause look, here comes the hook. All right, I'm leaving.
All right. Alan Larson, Rickey Jean Wright, Keith Dodson, Kendall
Yancey. Bill Martin.
Those, thank the wait staff.
I sang
What
that.
about Bill? William Dale Martin,
William Dale Martin. Harry Hewlett.
Harry Hewlett,
Harry.
and our newcomer, Dave Roberts. We're the Dallas Songwriters Association. Thank you all for coming, and we'll be back next month.
Thank you all for listening. That was fun.
Great job, guys. Really good.
I had a dream, and he was very much like the last night.